My favorite memory here at CAS was meeting all these amazing people who are now a part of my life. Living on and off campus, I have found new people who I can call my forever friends. But definitely, living on campus with them has been one of my favorite memories.
Taking classes full-time while beating cancer, pursuing art, and making many friends along the way.
My boyfriend and I were offered pizza by one of the campus security officers in the Hubbard basement late at night. We declined at first, but got peer pressured into taking it. I wish we took more. It was really good pizza.
Moving into campus early every year for soccer, preseason training, and giving campus tours as a member of Campus Keys.
In my first years at Casanova, I remember teaching in many different places across campus. While the main art building was the Chapman Center, now the Student Center, we also taught in basements. One was Watt's basement, which frequently flooded badly after heavy rains, so we'd have to cancel class. Once I was teaching figure drawing there and walked into the closet to retrieve a prop. Imagine my surprise at finding an aquarium with a skeleton foot taken from our teaching skeleton, which back in those days was an actual human skeleton, and a tarantula.
Taking concepting with Andrea Hempstead and knowing for certain that I was in the correct program. VC Senior Show 2016.
Movie nights in the lounge of Hubbard, followed by dance parties.
I remember Jumpstart with my CAS fam, where we used to just walk around the town and take photos. Then, when we all came together again at the lake, we all took photos of each other, which was fun.
I will never forget meeting my best friend Lucy through an internship for kiln-formed glass and figure drawing one summer in CAS.
I taught art and architecture in Catalonia, Spain, during the spring semester of 2020, and our trip to Spain was scheduled for early March. News of that new virus was circulating, and I watched the first numbers emerging in the U.S. and Europe with a wary eye. That Thursday was the last class, 2 days before our departure. I was busy teaching when the VP burst into the classroom to tell me the trip had to be canceled. She agreed to come to class to break the news. I frantically started canceling our travel insurance and reservations for different sites. When I got to class, the students were vibrating with excitement, and then they saw Sharon Detmer. "Oh no, this has to be bad news," shouted one student. The whole class, including myself and Sharon, started crying. There was a happy ending, though. All but one student remained committed to the trip. We traveled in January of 2022, and it was perfect, even though 5 of us did catch COVID in the end.
When I was walking out of the library late one night and there was a herd of deer grazing on the quad, I jumped back about 10 feet.
Creating a family with my soccer team. Even through hardships during our season, we still came out on top and won our conference together. I'll cherish that moment forever.
Wearing fun animal onesie pajamas with my roomies while we went to late night bingo.
One of my best CAS memories was when someone's car alarm was going off outside the dining hall. When it finally turned off, people cheered out of their windows in Farber, Hubbard, and Shove. The alarm promptly began again.
I will never forget seeing my future fiancé across the art gallery for the first time.
Winning against Cayuga College to make it into the NEAC tournament, women's soccer with Coach Pacelli.
Spring break CAS men's lacrosse trip.
Falling in love with my boyfriend in all the late-night walks around the community.
Jepson has become a special place for me. Every time I walk in the door, I feel the creative energy. I have met some incredible young men and women here. One evening, as I was teaching, I fell and broke my wrist. All the students were so concerned. I was well taken care of, and they were really happy to go home early as I headed to the ER.
Being involved with the theater and doing shows over the past 4 years with our incredible director, David Lowenstein.
Sticking my tongue out at Dr. York's after we went to the zoo for Life on the Lake.
My car broke down in the parking lot.
Taking a vampire seminar with Dr. Kazaska.
The excitement of seeing Cooper the Cat anywhere on campus.
The studio art department did many field trips to New York City. On one of those early trips, a magenta-haired visual communications student happened to be in my small group. He was the only person who could keep up with my walking pace, so we spent the whole day chatting. I never had him in any of my classes, but he is still a really, really good friend.
Meeting forever friends that attended my wedding.
Kaz Madness.
Going to Ireland for a class trip.
Walking down to the lake with friends.
When the dining hall started leaking.
When the dining hall started to flood.